Hey folks, Steve here. How you doing? Tool unboxing today, but this is the DCC0201B as in bear tool, and it is simply a tire inflator. So let's see what's in the box, which isn't much. All right, there's the tool. Features: you have an LED light over here, light switch on the control panel. Again, on the left-hand side of the tool, by the inflation hose, alternate power. You can power this with a 12-volt. You can power this with your 20-volt DeWalt battery, besides the 12-volt power adapter. You can actually also plug this into a wall socket and do it through 120 volts as well, through the same inlet port. The only other feature on this tool, on the opposite side of the tool, you also have these onboard accessories like a ball inflator and these other two inflator adapters. Here's some of the details of this DCC0201. First off, battery loads from the front. Power button. Depending on what you have it toggled for, the display will appear differently. In this case, it's for tire inflation, which would be using this hose right over here. Power on and off. Toggling between tire inflation and just general inflation, like for an air mattress. And then this is your LED light. This is your start-stop. Also, you have a dial selector here, depending on what air pressure you want. If you are inflating a tire, you actually have the ability to set the pressure and dial it into whatever you want, whether it's 33, 55, whatever. You'll actually dial it in. The target will be here. What is already in the tire will be on this display, and then providing that your target is higher than what's already in the tire, you push start, and it will start to cycle, and it will automatically shut off when you reach your targeted pressure. You're going to screw it onto your tire valve. You'll hear an initial release of air. On the right hand, you'll get a register of what air pressure is already in your tire. Then you actually set this dial for whatever you want. Once you exceed the pressure that's existing, so right now at 53, if I push start, nothing happens. If I exceed 56.6, like let's say I want to go to 58, if I push the start button, it'll actually cycle. And it will stop automatically once it reaches the target. There's the off button. When it's on, you get your LED light. Instead, if you're going to inflate an air mattress or some other device like a basketball or a football or a soccer ball, then you're going to toggle over to the inflation, which is kind of the three air swishies, I guess. Your display simplifies, indicating that you will use the general inflation tool on the left-hand side of the tool. You don't have a target pressure. By pushing start, you'll simply have air. On this side of the tool, you have your inlet, so it's going to be drawing air in here. This is your outlet if you are going to be inflating something like an air mattress. Locks in. Start. Of course, over here you see the accessories. Depending on what you want to inflate, you have various accessories to make sure that you can inflate the device. When you're completely done, you just toggle this device off. I do not know if it has a built-in timer where it'll just cycle itself off. And of course, over here is the LED light. The LED light does not work unless the unit is actually on. Neat tool. Happy to have it. Happy the fact that it's powered with a 20 volt, which I always have if I'm with the trailer. The idea here is this will stay with the trailer to be able to inflate my tires. Because even though I have an onboard air compressor, because I do not have onboard power, I can't run the air compressor if I'm on the road without shore power. That is something I'll correct in the next trailer. However, this trailer, it's kind of what it is right now. So this will assist if I'm ever stuck on the road and I actually have to inflate a tire. Nice little device to have. It roughly was around $100 or so, and I got it off of Amazon. And I will say that it's very nice to be able to simply buy bare tools, because I have so many batteries, both DeWalt and aftermarket. And I also have so many chargers from kits that I have bought that I really don't need any chargers anymore. And the batteries that come with tools like this, if you buy a kit, you're going to get the basic charger, and you're going to get like a 2 amp hour battery, maybe if you're lucky a 3 or a 4 amp hour battery. So it is really nice simply to be able to invest in the bare tool and then worry about what I want to do later on as far as batteries. Y'all take care, have a good one, because you deserve it. If you would, like and subscribe down below, because it's a great way to say thanks, and it is free to you. And ring that bell if you want to get notified when I drop a new video, and I hope you see me on the next video. Bye.